Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing Bearskin. So yeah, we're going to start off with a parrot here. Getting the extra attack on the parrot I think is quite good. And then we lock the dwarfy plus an item here. It's going to give us another 4 power character to get some stats on. Bearskin was the recipient of a recent nerf, losing the hero attack, which is a significant nerf early, especially when you don't get like very synergistic units like these. Like if you get like an Elaine early, like that can be very good. Like getting those stats onto something with high toughness already or something that has range is very good. Unfortunately, yeah, our units aren't synergizing extremely well here, and people are able to play around our parrots pretty early. We also get a pretty awkward level 3 shop, so we are taking our licks early here. We're gonna have to kind of weather the storm. We're definitely going to take this Ori. We've already got a couple dwarves and an item, so I think that's a no-brainer. Selling something for a 3 here might have been like maybe we should have taken an egg here, but I decided to just opt for the spell and the roll here, hoping that the dwarfy is enough, and it is, fortunately for us here, and as well as getting the bearskin buffs on most of our front line. That was just enough stats to sort of stabilize us, hopefully at 21 here. There's a vampire dagger, which I do want to take. Again, we've got this Ori and 2 dwarfies. It just makes sense to me. There's also Agent of the Moon, a ranged character that scales with things that we have. Seems good, but unfortunately the gold just doesn't work out well enough for us. So I take a damage and take an imp here, and hope that that's good enough, and it is for the previous fight anyways. Alright, we just really just want to pick up more dwarves now, I think. I mean, of course Consti would be really nice. This shop's a little bit awkward. I was considering the puck, but I think we're just going to take a roll here, and we get pretty rewarded. We do find a Consti and a dwarfy there, and there's another dagger if we wanted to lock that, although locking going into 4 isn't exactly ideal. But I'm a little bit slow getting this dwarfy triple. I'm not really sure why I hesitated there. I think I was thinking a little bit too hard about the lock, and should have just fired it off, because we do lose out on a Cobbled Roads roll here. And yeah, Cobbled Roads, a treasure that I think has been most improved by the recent removal of the free roll. So yeah, very happy to pick it up here. I think it's a really solid 2 now. I mean, it just gives you a free roll every turn, which is allows you to basically play. Or so you get to see so many more shops than other people. Before the change, I definitely rarely ever took Cobbled Roads as a treasure, because it just didn't matter. So I think that change has been extremely good for that. I mean, obviously I've made my thoughts on the change recently pretty clear. I think it's just good overall. But yeah, we picked up another dagger here. The one that we didn't lock apparently just came back to us, and we win pretty handily against Guanyin there. We locked the 3rd dagger and this parrot triple. I'm also very much considering just speculating on this milkwoman. We've got daggers going. If we can get a pouch, then you can get a decent amount of food stats onto the milkwoman. But instead I'm going to take the Fool here. I mean, it's 7 power, which means we're going to get our buff onto 3 different things, and notably one of those being Radiant Fairy, which is pretty important. We win another one there, and yeah, I did. It was kind of quick there, but I did lock the milkwoman pouch shop. Since they come together, I'm pretty happy to pick that up. And yeah, we can just jam a dagger immediately there, and it turns into a pretty effective support pretty much instantly. Because it's only giving 25%. Like the pouch only gives 25% of your item stats as food stats. But if you find more pouches, like we do here, you can increase that, which is really nice. We do have to lock the pouch going into 5, which is a little bit awkward, but I think definitely worth it overall for the eventual payoff, I think. And also because we have this Cobbled Roads, it's just free. It's pretty much a free lock, and we just get to add a pouch and then see our level 5 shop for no gold. Just confirming, like I'm just right now I'm just confirming that the pouch is gonna work how I want it to. Just figuring out how many food stats are there and like the percentages and whatnot. And yeah, it does work additively. So so the second pouch means that you're getting 50% of your item stats as food stats. And we get another dagger here. Daggers are just showing up like they want to be picked or something. So yeah, we're happy to take another one. Hopefully, get that scaled and then be able to throw that on the milkwoman. And yeah, especially with the second pouch, we're gonna cast every Smithy's hammer we see on the milkwoman. Putting +3/+3 stats onto all our items there on the milkwoman, I think is a no-brainer. Just increases the amount of food stats we get, which in turn increases the power of our support. There's a furnace, which we are going to take that as well, I think. These level 3 treasures, not exactly terribly inspiring, but we're going to take the magic bean. It's probably not too early for it. I mean, we are on 5, of course. If we find a 5 triple for a level 6 treasure, that could be very, very good. Although we are likely to find like a 4 or something beforehand. But I mean, with like narcs and whatnot, then I mean, we're relatively likely to find it anyhow. Yeah, basically we just want to increase the size of all the items on our milkwoman. We want to find 2 more pouches. We want to get those food stats up to 100%. That would be ideal, of course. And of course, we really just want to find haymakers here. We're still playing this fool, which is a little bit awkward. We do find another pouch, which I am going to lock. We're just going to bank a gold there. Our parrot gets taken out, unfortunately, and we got a pretty powerful looking hero attack board. They've got a talisman as well. We almost deal damage to them, but treasure bails them out. We pick up a third pouch here, giving us 75% of food stats. And with the magic bean, like I really wanted to take the narc, but decided not to because I feel like finding haymakers is such a huge priority. Unfortunately, I mean, we have to burn it on a level 4 treasure, but I don't think we can pass up the milkwoman triple here. The second milkwoman just sits in the hand and doesn't do anything, so we need the triple to get the to get all or keep all the items onto our milkwoman. I did make a pretty big mistake. I jammed that milkwoman triple a little bit too fast. What I really should have done here is I should have thrown another dagger onto the second milkwoman and then combined them so that you jam the dagger onto the milkwoman. I mean, it does make it a little bit awkward because I think we can't put another pouch on if we do that, but I mean, maybe I never actually tried to put the pouch on after the what do you call it, the items are jammed on there, because like of course if like you go over the max item capacity if you combine them when they both have an item. And we got a very powerful Kiv comp here, which we do take a loss to. They found Divine Messenger, and they had a stat treasure and a treasure map, so that's Sinbad looking very, very scary. We're just going to cast some food stats onto our milkwoman here. Picking up or getting the Philosopher's Stone with our haymaker here is really good. That's going to give us golden food stats at the beginning of the turn, as well as the golden preserve, which is really the most important part. And then we did find a good boy, which we are very happy to put in front of the milkwoman. Getting all those food, those boosting food stats is super important. I did end up playing down a unit here because we're playing the golden duelist, although I'm not entirely sure why I did that. Like, I should have just been playing everything on board. I didn't even get the entrance effect for my Consti there because it didn't get summoned, so that was just, I'm not sure what was going through my head there. There's a golden pouch, which does add 50% to your food stat, or it changes 50% of your items to food stats, so that would give us 100%. But 8 gold is a pretty big investment when we need to find a lot more to get to where we need to be to compete with this lobby. We've seen some pretty powerful comps already, and we are definitely falling behind stat wise, I think. So we need to find some power spikes here. And unfortunately, the 8 gold pouch just isn't enough for. There's too much gold for to invest in not enough of a power spike, I think. Although we didn't find a ton more on our rolls, anyways. And yeah, here's an absurdly strong cat board. They got a golden cat queen, regular cat queen, and a board full of cats and summons. So fortunately, though, the golden Nero and good boy is enough to put enough stats on our backline to weather the storm and get our tie there. The Guinevere would be really interesting if we had managed to find Divine Messenger, which is the level 5 treasure we were looking for. We whiffed on twice already so far. That is the reason that I had to re-roll the initial level 5 treasure, because I mean, Divine Messenger is just so much better than any other level 5. The Philosopher's Stone was a decent consolation prize though, and we did end up having to settle for that. But yeah, I am looking at the Gwyn just because like we would basically double the boost stats on going on to the good boy, which is not nothing. But again, I didn't think it was a good enough upgrade, and we ended up just rolling down. I was running out of time, so I did roll past a herding dog, which is a little bit unfortunate because I would happily take a herding dog at this point. All right, unfortunately, we do manage yet another tie. We are staying alive here in this pretty powerful top 4, giving us time to assemble the power spikes needed to compete. Because I think compared to all the other comps in this lobby, we do have the highest ceiling stat-wise. So, like, as long as we can just survive here, I think like we should potentially be able to compete and even go over top of even this very large cat board. There's another good boy, which we are definitely going to take here. We're definitely done with these dwarves at this point. So we're going to sell a couple and just have a second good boy with our 2 herding dogs. I did some rearranging there. It's a little bit awkward not having my my unyielding going first in the back line, but I think to try and get those food stats from the herding dog onto our good boys before the good boys die, I think it was worth trying there. And yeah, we managed another tie. This Witch Hunter's Talisman has really kind of been the MVP of keeping us alive here. Alright, we really need to find level 6 treasures, and there is one, which we're going to take Doppelganger Diamond. We of course, the one that we really want is Drumroll, but we can't be too choosy about it. We do find another Haymaker, which we can put in the Philosopher's Stone slot while we walk Nero here, and then we lock a shop with another Haymaker triple. Just ever increasing that preserve is super important. That's going to allow us to scale, and as long as we're surviving, and we actually win a fight against someone else in the top 4 here. We're not just in survival mode anymore. That Doppelganger Diamond gave us a huge power spike. And yeah, turned our golden good boys, our now 2 golden good boys, into absolute monsters. We're gonna spend 2 gold to gain 3 here. Just the rate is definitely like, you pretty much always want to cast the first version of that healing spell. The rate is just too good. Not really sure what I'm looking at here. Maybe the chair, but yeah, I don't think we need a chair. I think our backline is quite big already. Like, the thing that we care about is the milkwoman, and our milkwoman's pretty large. There's another good boy, which I think we do need to take. It's just I guess we're gonna have to lock for it here. Like, of course, we want to fill our front line with good boys pretty much, and then have them bounce stats off of each other. That's how we go over top of every other comp pretty much. The Kiv board unfortunately did not end up keeping pace with the rest of the lobby and has been knocked out. Yeah, we got another level 6 treasure, but there's nothing worth looking at all, pretty much. I think we rerolled, or maybe we skipped. Anyways, we got this cat board, but like I said, we have gotten a significant power spike. So the good boy stats bouncing off one another does make our backline quite large, although they've gotten a pretty big power spike themselves with the magic scarf and the 2 aura treasures as well as the double golden cat queen, and they beat us pretty handily. And that 3 health that we gained the turn before last against before the ghost ends up mattering a ton as we drop to 2. So we would be dead if we hadn't just bought that food spell. Like I said, it's the first one of those is pretty much always worth it. And now I think we're gonna try and summon our haymakers in to try and really maximize our board space here. I mean, we want to be playing the haymakers, of course, but I think we need to have our dogs in here. Especially we need to start accruing food stats onto our non-upgraded good boy. There was another pouch there. Also, we did take the flying item because I think it's very good against both these final 2 opponents. Yeah, it shows how, or it helps us kind of dominate the hero attack opponent, and we have a ghost fight once again. And yeah, hopefully the cat board is not scouting us and doesn't pick up a preemptive chair here. We are going to hide our flying item. Just trying to figure out positioning here. I mean, the Philosopher's Stone, we're having a hard time getting value out of it now, so we definitely need to get out of it, I think. I think a level 6 selection that I re-rolled, I was a little bit too quick to re-roll. Did have a Mage Gloves, which would have been an improvement over the Philosopher's Stone, I believe. But unfortunately, I did kind of roll past it a little bit too quick. We do finally find Fisherman, which is kind of the power spike that we're looking for as well. That's gonna, of course, double current food stats. And in the Philosopher's Stone it's going to give 200% of food stats, and yeah, you can see how instantly huge our milkwoman gets. Goes up to like 500, and also that increases the preserve on our milkwoman, which is helps our natural scaling. We get to triple narrow, and yeah, we definitely take the drum roll exactly the treasure we want. So we've managed to hang on this long, and we finally found our sort of linchpin treasure. And yeah, now again, hopefully the cat board has not bought a chair. We did hide our flying item last turn, so if they're looking at our board this turn, they're not going to be able to see it, I think. Although I think it might show the board at the beginning of the previous turn, so it might still be present. Not entirely sure. Maybe they. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, but we're just gonna cast a Circe's Cup here and try and scam one of the cat queens, and yeah, hope that they didn't buy a chair, and they did not. So that's very good for us. We do scam one of the cat queens, and then we attack into the pig, unfortunately. But the second good boy, who does have the flying, the doppelganger does copy keywords, so. So the second one does have flying as well. Before I thought that the doppelganger diamond copied items, but it doesn't actually copy the text on items. It just copies the keyword on the unit. So like flying or unyielding or something like that or stealth, that would be get copied, but unfortunately, like a double dying breath or like a rune effect would not be copied. We do manage to find another fisherman, which is fantastic. I think we're just not playing the Nero here. The fisherman should be hopefully the fisherman should be a bigger power spike. And yeah, hero attack player here has bought a chair, and so we kind of lose both of our good boys without trading. But the amount of stats that we get from bouncing stats off of the good boys is enough there to win the combat handily at the very end. And yeah, we managed to claw our way back from being down for a lot of the game, and just holding on with this Witch Hunter's Talisman to winning the whole thing. But yeah, there we go. I guess this is like a food pouch comp because like the whole thing is like we just put pouches on our milkwoman, right? And that's where pretty much all our stats came from, and we just had to build around that. So food is still viable, I would say. I think this is probably the best way to get like a ton of food stats. I want to say is with the pouches. I mean, if you don't have carrot, like I think carrot of course is also another route that you can go. Carrot also gives you 20% preserve, which makes it much better than the pouches. But yeah. Anyways, let me know if you enjoyed that. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I would very, very much appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.